Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Time FK7, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Android box that you can use on your 10th gen Honda Civic. Let's go. You may remember a couple videos ago I did a video on a wireless Carplay that you can connect to your infotainment system, and that grants you the full wireless Apple CarPlay functionality. But in this video, I found an Android media box that you can plug in your infotainment system. Now this device isn't going to grant you a full wireless Android Auto experience. Rather, it's a multimedia box which you can play YouTube, Netflix, or any other multimedia videos. And it also has screen mirroring so that you can just mirror your Android screen to your infotainment system. So this is not a wireless Android Auto substitute. You do need to have a wireless hotspot, so you have to have an extra device to create that hotspot. So that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about later on. But first, we're going to do an unboxing of this device. So here's what the box looks like. You get a white box nicely wrapped in plastic. The top of the box you get the MMB logo, which stands for multimedia box. On the side it tells you that it can play video. It has access to Google Play Store, screen mirroring, and it has Wi-Fi, which we will get into later. On the other side it says focus, the premise of professionalism, which I guess is the company's motto. Opening the box, we have our instruction manual, and if you want to read it, just pause the video at any time. Next, we have a GPS cable because this device supports GPS. It just needs to be plugged into your car's computer. Then we have the device itself. It's a standard size box, probably the size of 2 iPhone 4s stacked on top of each other. And here's all the things that you get with the box. Now let's go ahead and test the box out. It's time for subscriber builds, and today's subscriber builds are... Our first build is from Prince Price. And he says, "Hey man, I'm from Mississauga, Ontario. Here's my Civic." And he has rotor wheels, white line lowering springs, and a Yonaka catback exhaust. Intake and downpipe next. He also posted his Instagram. If you guys want to follow him, it's at Prince Price. Salamat. Next is not really a build, but an awesome drawing that one of my subscribers drew for me. This drawing is from Rayanne651, and you've probably seen the picture that I posted on my Instagram not too long ago. Rayanne says, "Yeah, I know this isn't a Civic build, but I drew this for you. I love watching your videos, and I think this drawing will impress you." Next, we have a submission from Ash, and they said, "My name is Ash, and I've been enjoying your content. You've inspired me to pick up a few mods for my 2021 Honda Civic Sport hatch. I attached a video of my build thus far." With so many build submissions, there is now a waiting period. So if I haven't featured your builds yet, don't worry, because your build will certainly be featured on the channel. If you haven't already and you wanted to feature your build on the channel, send me an email at ChrisTimeFK7 so that your build can be featured on my upcoming videos. Okay, so once we're in the car, all we have to do is just plug this in. And as you can see, this will light up. So it's going to flash green. Or like a turquoise color, and that's because your infotainment system is detecting the device. So you're just gonna wait a couple of seconds. And once you go in, it's gonna give you this warning for your driving safety. Please do not watch the video while driving, obviously for your safety, and for other safeties, you're gonna hit I know. Once you hit I know, you're gonna have this screen, and then this screen has your main apps. So I already set the screen up to have YouTube and Netflix on it, because that's one of the reasons why I actually wanted this instead of installing Honda Hack. So if you want more apps, you can always press the more apps button, and then it gives you a list of all the apps that are installed on this device. And as you can see, I have Instagram installed. That's because this device is running Android and is using the Google Play Store so that you can download more apps. So right here you can download all the apps you need or want. So like you saw earlier, I have Netflix and YouTube, and now I have Instagram. So you can check your social media while on the go. It's best to do this while you're stopped at a rest area, or if you're waiting for somebody. I don't suggest doing this while you're driving, or if your passengers here and they want to check their social media or do whatever, they could play around with it. But you as a driver, obviously I do not suggest this. And then let me show you the screen mirroring function that this thing has. So if we go under Phonecast, and let me get my Android device. When you go on the phone screen, it's gonna show up as Smart TP right here. And you're gonna start. And now you have your whole Android screen displayed on your infotainment system. Now obviously this is just mirror casting, so you're not going to be able to control anything that's on your screen. You're going to have to go on your phone and control it yourself. Like for example, if I were to show one of my pictures, zoom in, nice legs. So there you go, there is my picture. Whatever you're showing on your phone will be showing on the screen. It's just a mirror cast or a smart cast, whatever you want to call it. It's not completely wireless Android, but yeah, it's pretty neat that you can mirror your device on this box. But you do have to be on the same Wi-Fi, so you do have to have a hotspot. So you're gonna have to have a separate device like what I have here in order for these two devices to communicate. Otherwise, the function won't work because they do have to be connected to the same network. But yeah, this is all the functions that you get for this device. And if you scroll over here, you have wireless CarPlay, which apparently for some reason it doesn't want to connect to my phone. But let me try again. So this does work with wireless Apple CarPlay. It just takes a little while to load. So if you wanted to back out of wireless Apple CarPlay, you do have to unplug this. So unplug that and then plug it back in to get back into your Android mode. And let's hop on to YouTube, because that's actually one of the main reasons why I was interested in this product, because so that you can play YouTube videos on your infotainment system. So we're just gonna wait for it to load. It does take a little while to load, and once you're in, right there you go, there's my channel. And let's just play one of the videos. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, what's up guys? Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name. So if you haven't watched my last video, I did like a 10K subscriber thank you video for you guys. And like the quality here is crystal clear. Now you do have a choice. It depending on how fast your internet is. If you are to hit these three buttons up here, you can select your quality, and like I said, depending on your resolution or depending on how fast your internet is, just honestly I would just leave it set to auto. But yeah, it's the picture is nice and clear. It does lag a little bit once you're in that higher resolution, because this device isn't the top spec Android box. It does have just enough power to play your basic 1080p videos. So that is the YouTube video. Let's go out, and when you go to the menu, the video plays on the side just like that, just like how it would on a normal Android device. Just exit out on YouTube, and now we're gonna go on Netflix. And here we go. Now we're on Netflix. Just play a random video. And then you can download videos. So this is a good thing that I like about Netflix as well, because if you're going to be planning on taking a road trip, you can actually download some movies on Netflix. There you go, and the video works just like how it would on your TV or your smartphone device. There you go, Netflix works. And it's nice and clear. Again, it depends on your internet quality. Obviously, if you have slow internet, then it's going to be a lower resolution. But that is the basic video services that you could open up using this box. And then you do have a VLC player. So if you have like a USB device connected to this box, you could play some videos or music that are saved on that thumb drive, because this box actually has a little USB slot right here, which you can just plug in your thumb drive. Then the CPU is a quad-core Allwinner H6. It has a Cortex A53 processor that's running at 1.8 gigahertz, and it has a Mali 720 GPU, which to this day is a low performance spec, but that's expected because this is only for your car. It gets the job done, so like your basic things like running YouTube videos or playing any videos or music that you have stored onto your device. And then it has 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage, like I mentioned earlier. In conclusion, I like the concept of the device, but with the $300 price tag, it's a little bit on the expensive side because you're going to need a fast internet hotspot in order to use this properly. When plugging this in, it does take a little while to boot up. This Android box is not a wireless Android Auto replacement, it's more of an entertainment box for your 10th gen. So if you're looking to play videos or watch movies on the go, then this box is for you. If you have slow internet or don't have an extra device to spare, then this will not work. So that about wraps up this video. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you can get notified every time I do post a video on the channel, because I post twice a week. And if ever you're looking for this product, I will be linking it down in the description so that you guys can check it out. Again, thank you all for watching. This is Time FK7, and peace out.